cow, a pig, and a chicken walk into a bar. Just kidding. These are some cutouts from the Dollar Tree. Aren't they adorable? And this is what today's video is all about.
It all just goes away. The things I plan to say. Oh, baby.
Hello, my crafty friends. We're going to make a farm sign. Yes, we're going to use these Dollar Tree signs. And the first thing we need to do is remove everything from the back because the back is going to be the front. So the first thing I did was remove all of those sticky adhesive backings as well as the hangers, including the staples. And then I gave that adhesive a little bit of sanding to make it nice and smooth. Just like that. And now I flip the signs over, and then using my trusty wood glue and some jumbo craft sticks, I'm going to take these jumbo craft sticks and using that Dollar Tree wood glue, I'm going to secure these two signs together. So I made sure both of the signs were lined up equally, and thanks to these jumbo craft sticks, these two signs are going to become one. And then I used a bunch of the craft sticks and the glue to make sure that my sign was secure. Then I took a piece of paper from one of those fancy notebooks that you get at Hobby Lobby, cut it in half, and then I put that over top of the jumbo craft sticks, made sure it was going to stay, and then I added a bunch of weight to my sign. First I used a piece of wood, then I added a bunch of those scrapbook paper pads to add a lot of weight to really make sure that those jumbo craft sticks were going to stay in place. Now, these are the really cool part. These are some farm animals that I got from the Dollar Tree. But I didn't want to use them with those wooden bases, so I carefully removed the bases from each of the animals. First the cow, then the chicken, and then finally the pig. And they didn't come out perfectly, so I did use my little tiny table saw and I cut off the excess piece of wood from each of the farm animals. This is the most awesome little tool to have in your craft room. If you haven't seen these, I highly encourage you to check them out. They are so helpful and you can do so much with them, and they're tiny. So it's really helpful in your craft room. You can take a piece and make it perfect. And once the glue was done drying on my sign, then I took some chalk paint and I just literally poured it out onto the sign. And I think I'm almost out of chalk paint. Then I took a 1-inch paintbrush and I spread out all of that chalk paint onto the sign. And I did add a little bit more chalk paint because I do want a pretty thick coat of the paint. And this is the best part. I'm using one of those palettes from the Dollar Tree, and while the paint is wet, I'm dragging that palette across the painted surface. And can you see how cool this looks? By doing this, I was able to make these Dollar Tree signs look like they were a piece of wood. This gives a lot of nice texture to the sign itself, and I think it looks really cool. Then I set that aside and let it dry. And once it was dry, then I took my farm animals and using the Dollar Tree wood glue, I secured each animal to the sign. I started with the cow on the bottom. Then I moved on to the pig. He's going to be in the center. And the little chicken is going to be on top. All right, so my sign has had plenty of time to dry. And since I have so much of this rope, I think I do want to put a border around the edges and give it just a little bit of something extra. But I want to make sure I'm going to keep it inside, so it's like 1/4 of an inch on the sides. I think that'll give this sign just a little something extra. So I just need to be careful because I do need to make sure I have a place to put my hanger, but I might just attach the hanger to the back. So I think right now what I'm going to do is go ahead and attach this rope to the sign itself. And I'm just going to use a little bit of Elmer's glue to secure down any of those loose pieces because then it'll dry clear. And I think I like the difference in the color with that rope. But if you didn't like this, you could go ahead and paint it white so that it would look like it's part of it. But I kind of like that little difference in color variation. So now all that's left for me to do is to put a hanger on my farm animal sign, and then I can go hang it up. All right, so here is the awesome little farm animal sign. Hanging up in my dining room. I am so happy with how this turned out. I think this is just adorable, and I really like that faux painting technique. Pretty cool, huh? Well, make sure you come back tomorrow because I have something else that's gonna go along with this awesome farmhouse picture, I guess you could say, that I made, and I'm going to show that to you tomorrow.